Welcome back, guys, to Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist, where last episode, our upper stratum advance had us fight through Velius, captain of the guard, to link up the roost to the respite we had found, blasting through multiple connected chambers in the administrative district to reach the bench before our final battle. We now step forward to face Gilroy and whatever else that will come. Music's getting a bit serious here. Charmed fragment. That's not maxed out the area though. I don't know whether to blast or not. The time has come to wrest the barrier from Gilroy. Lilac, have you come to a decision? Yeah. If this fails, it would mean the end of magic as we know it. But that isn't a burden you should have to carry by yourself. And I want to free Lilia from her suffering too. Then we shall do this together. Trust no one. Those were the final words of our Lord. And that is why I do not care for your words. We know the barrier draws its magic from the Land of Origin. If you are responsible for sustaining it and it is weakening, it is almost a certainty that it is your blight-addled mutant consciousness causing the blight to spread further. Surely you must understand this. If not me, then who? Who else is worthy of sitting upon this throne? We don't need a throne anymore. What? What if we were to destroy the barrier and unleash the magic from the Land of Origin upon the Reign of Death? Child, do you have any idea what that might do? The Land of Origin's magic is the very backbone of this nation. Without it, humans would lose their means of survival. Homunculi would perish. All that would remain is famine and plundering. Is that the future you wish for? Nobody should have to make the choices we are left with. Neither humans nor homunculi. All we can do now is to reach out to those closest to us. Brother. And just what is this, Magnolia? An attempt on your part to save me? A conceited gesture at best. Very well. You wish to see the magic of Origin unleashed? And now we to demonstrate its power. I shall not yield until this body is naught but a rotting husk. What very future thought there? Absolute form Gilroy. Not letting me get much attacks in there. That's it. Burn him. Ow. Well, if it wasn't for my range attacks at the moment, I don't think I'd be doing much. He also seems to be going majorly countery. Like, in a way that I can't counter it? I don't know. Oh, wow. I guess learning attack patterns would be great first of all, wouldn't it? Hello. That's a big sword I blocked. I dodged it. My frames, baby. At the moment, we're just very heavily relying on this. And if it stuns him, great. And I'm slowly healing up from it. That burn on him is not doing that much damage. Oh, okay, I was in range. Okay, now what are you doing? Oh, don't hit him there. No, don't do that. Now he's flying. Hello. Oh, laser boy. I probably heal. Ah. I feel like burning you again would be in my best interest. Somehow I dodged that. Shoot. Being electrocuted is really bad. I'm burnt. I'm on fire as well. Oh no! Well, he was down a fair bit. A lot of ice, fire, shock as well. To be honest, I felt like we were in the battle the entire time. Like I was surviving that. I don't know if my abilities are the best setup though. Maybe they are. I mean, the burn was pretty good. Does mean I have to get close, but then I just have to rely on dodge. So I'm kind of holding that and then I'm relying on the thingy. But first try is a fail. We've got to get used to the attack patterns after all. No, don't leave. I had you in a really good, like, kind of stun lock going on there. And when I've got you close like that... Oh, shoot. I'm getting multiple hits then on you, and it's beautiful. And I'm healing up a lot. A lot of ones, granted, but here we go. The big sword. I'm just chasing him down now. I think it gets a bit more messy when he starts flying. So some of our yeah, this is a messy moment, this is. Don't mind straight up dodging that. Please burn. Ah! What's up with you? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, come on! I'm on fire! It's terrible. I've got to get between the pillars, but I've got to kind of like dash through them to be able to attack him even, or have I just got to wait for them to go away? Well, it seems like I pushed him into his final bit, unless there's another phase after that. And then there's probably another phase anyway. Yeah, the proper dodge. You're getting broken out. You know what, that's not the ability I meant to use, but it's damage all the same. I haven't been hit yet. Jinx! Ah, the ice! Burn, you get burn! Not me! You! And only you. You did it again! Ah, I'm trapped in the corner! Oh, I dodged it! I'm free! Gonna dunk. Yeah, he has to dunk. So I think on the... Oh! I think on the edge here is perfectly fine. Shoot. Okay, I'm fine with that. I agree with this trade in time. Just for the love of God, don't electrocute me. No status effects, please. Dunking. Come, teleport to me. Teleport to me. Yes, I hit him. Yes, he slowed. No, I think I won. Oh my God. Wait, heal, heal, heal. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, like, carve off your, like, everything. We did it. He will not remain out of commission for long, not while he is connected to the magic of origin. Such is the curse of the administrator. Then let's hurry. Lilac, you are certain? Yeah, if it's the two of us. No, the three of us. You, Lilia, and me. We can do this. But Nola, if magic ceases to exist, the homunculi will eventually die when the magic in our bodies runs dry. A finite lifespan. That makes us even more like humans, wouldn't you say? I suppose. Are you ready? Yeah. Lilia, lend us your power. And there we go. That is the game. That is the ending of which ending? Good, bad? Context is required. As credits. Roll. Another part of the Ender saga. I don't know how to call it. Are they planning to make more of these games or not? That is the question. They seem very much married to this series. Millie as well, being part of the soundscape. Or more to the point, all of the soundscape. There are multiple lands in this place. many places to visit that are also probably affected by the blight and the rain in different ways. They found like a different spin on things with the homunculus aspect of everything. So it does make you wonder if they go and do another Ender game, what that will lead to. I mean, there is like a being built up kind of background, of course, lore with the ancients and all that. But at some point in time, you've got to kind of like deal with everything to make sure this blight doesn't go anywhere. Well, look at it right now, and what was said we would be doing, we've managed to actually stop the Reign of Death by using the magic from the Land of Origin to blast it away. Hopefully that is true, and that this land can go unblighted, because there's actually people here. There's people and there's homunculus, the living beings that exist in the Land of Fumes. They might be able to repopulate and rebuild a nation afterwards. That said, will they not make the same mistakes is an issue. Seems like everywhere seems to make the same mistake regarding this blight and the ancients and the whatnot. But I guess it is true. We will find out in another 4 years or more. You never know. We might see another part of the series. Now, I don't think they do the DLC kind of side of things, after all. So we won't likely get an expansion on it, but there is patches in progress to have like boss rushes and stuff like that. You know, the usual things to add into Metroidvania games to increase their life cycle after you've purchased them. But we are not sure if it's Lydia or not. The game is classified as being like decades after the Reign of Death. This is how this land is. But that doesn't mean the Reign of Death happened at the same time as the Reign of Death in Lily's Land, which is a Land's End, isn't it? It's just mean that this is like a civilization that's managed to stave it off decades after it came to pass or something, a long time after it came to pass that the rain came down, and still exists, which is of course made for a bit of a tone switch when you can actually see actual people here, there and everywhere. And them using the blight in the way they did to make the deathless homunculus. But now they are restored to some form of humanity. Compared to Ender Lily's final boss, this one feels a little lackluster and anticlimactic to me. Well, I mean, there's a bit of a basis here. So we've gone from essentially like a mother figure daughter, right? Clones. To what was actually a kind of, not necessarily a bait and switch, but it's actually like a conflict that comes by with brother and sister by the look of it. But of course, you thinking like you're Lilac until it's like, okay, Magnolia is the one that's actually the game's named after. The story, the big link here is Nola herself. I guess we weren't able to build up onto that bond quite well, plus them being homunculus. And the suffering, I guess, isn't exactly as present or obvious for a deathless being that's blighted and kept in that state. The suffering was there. But it definitely has just had a different tone overall. Thank you for playing, thank you indeed. For the game. The Reign of Death and the magic of origin are no more. It feels strange and refreshing. Is this the end? Nope, this is where it begins. Let's live life to the fullest, together, for as long as we have. A lot more hopeful tone. Ender Magnolia. This world might be hell, but we'll live on and fight back, because I believe the choice you made wasn't wrong. The difference is this is a world that has obvious potential to, like, regrow. This is a land that obviously has a way up. Versus what we played in Ender Lilies, which was a post-apocalyptic world of which there was no hope. of ever bringing it back. There was an end to what was caused the apocalypse, but, you know, it was a world past the apocalypse. You can't do anything. We're just existing within it and trying to live. This is a little different, this one. This was a story of memories, trying to remember exactly who we were, etc., and deal with the threat that we've come to understand and know. A bit of love, a bit of family relationships in it. Lilia, Lilac, what Joran did, Abelia, all of the characters in it. It was just a bit more spread versus Ender Lilies, which is incredibly focused because it's really on you and the lore you pick up in the world. But if it was exactly the same tone, we'd be playing exactly the same game, almost. So that's a cool second entry. That just makes me wonder where they take it for a third entry. What, like, spin on the story, on the formula they might do. That is a question. Have to wait for an answer. Oh, you get, like, different title screens now. Wake Up, A World Without Fumes. And the original title screen, which is, yes, very thingy, but there's obviously another choice to make here. I wonder if it actually tells me. So this is before the throne at the last spot. I will copy that over to a save spot. And resume from here. Because there was obviously another choice that I could take. Now, I'm assuming, even though this is all grayed out, that this is what 100% is, but I'm not exactly certain. Maybe it only is once you've done what possible endings there are, and the obvious thing for there being a different ending was the thing I got from Lilia. Unequipping that. I'll equip that instead. Oh, ending B. Credits B and epilogue B. So I guess we need to get A. So let's try and do that, shall we? I'm like, let me explore the entirety of this land, why don't you? What if there's another secret in there and I didn't realize it? Mapping this place is kind of hard by the look of it. Wonder if there'll be different dialogue. Trust no one. Those were the final words of our Lord. And that is why I do not care for your words. We know the barrier draws its magic from the land of origin. If you are responsible for sustaining it and it is weakening, it is almost a certainty that it is your blight-addled mutant consciousness causing the blight to spread further. Surely you must understand this. If not me, then who? Who else is worthy of sitting upon this throne? I shall conquer the blight eventually, and once I'll do it. What? Difference. I shall take your place. After all, I was built for the task, wasn't I? I have remembered why it was that I felt such a desire to return to the upper stratum. Nola, you cannot carry this nation upon your shoulders. Gilroy, brother, I will have that throne now. Nola is our main character. So, what changes, if any, will there be to the fight, I wonder? Oh, I don't have the cool attack anymore. Still his absolute form. There's already a difference in the fight. We would have transitioned him into a different move already at this point. Okay. He's only done it halfway. So he's missed the middle phase with a big sword. He's got into flight phase now. So what we see here he might still kill me because I'm being careless. Is we actually had a 4-phase battle. But in this mode, we only get 2 phases of it. Impossible. Me, bested. Nola, what you said earlier, is this goodbye? I'm afraid so. I understand. Magnolia! Stop, I beg of you, don't! I do not wish for you to inherit this suffering. Not you. That is why I... Wait! You don't have to do this by yourself. There has to be another way. You... Nola! I will be watching over you, Lilac. And there we go. A little bit more context, I guess. So it's kind of the same as the ending where you didn't have the Aegis Curio in Ender Lilies. In the fact that you end up, or someone ends up merging with whatever it is. To take on the suffering, / ease the burden, / you know, it's the same kind of paradigm, yeah. But yes, the boss music was different. The boss was different. A lot changed overall. And we don't even get the music in the credits. So that's the truth of it all. Obviously, this is not considered the good / best ending. But I think we could figure that out after playing Ender Lilies. That again, the secret that we needed to go was definitely not up, but always down. Not to a verboten domain, that's for sure, but a domain that gave us what we needed to solve the issues of the land. Yeah. No singing whatsoever. I can't skip through it, I can pause it though. Oh, I can skip the scene, but what if it skips the other scenes? Let's just let it play out. It's the safer play, isn't it? Right, so there was 3 endings in Ender Lilies as well. One of them was just leaving, wasn't it? We haven't been given anywhere near that option in this game, so I'm assuming 2 endings is where it's at? That would be the question. Are the credits here even slightly different? I'm not even sure. But this music definitely has a bit more of the sadness kind of thing. Essentially, bad rulers in the past made mistakes. This is exactly also what happened in Elilise as well. And fobbed it off to someone else in this one because they managed to make a status quo with the Reign of Death. Again, clothing. Deathless homunculusing, kind of like what the king in the old kingdom wanted to achieve. And in the end, a tale of suffering, as is usually the case in this. Yeah, it doesn't have as quite the same emotional impact, but that's always going to be when you've lost... One, what we've lost is the sense of loneliness, right? And two, what we've lost is simply... It was kind of heartbreaking watching Lily be corrupted as the journey happened. There was nothing near the same as that for Lilac in this journey. But again, the themes were different. The themes themselves were different. I think there's a lot that builds to a more emotional connection and stuff that... It's a different story. Just set in the same world and with some of the same themes. It also seems that if that is Lily, that Lily cannot do any of the big purifying anymore. It might have been low by the look of it that the Aegis Curia was out of juice. Is how it sounded. After all, the Aegis Curia got buffed up. And handed off to us to do the purifying. And now there's, I guess, more white priestessy kind of heroines around. So what could that mean for the future of these lands? Alright, what's the actual ending? Well, Red tells you all you need to know. Even if this is a life created for someone else, these feelings of wanting to protect you are my own. And this is the other ending, where the fumes are still there. Yes, wake up. Land of Fumes. A world without fumes. Those are what we see there. Real question to me. Yeah, there we go. And that confirms, I think, 100% of the game. Only once you've gotten each ending, which there is only two, because the C ending was like leaving, wasn't it? In Ender Lilies, or at least one of the endings were. Only once you've done both do you get the full completion. And with that, by the look of it, 100% is achieved. At least in terms of upgrades, etc. Of course, upgrading every single relic hasn't been done. That would require you to just farm stuff. There's usually an achievement for reaching max level. But if we have mapped out every area, then we have picked up every item, every power-up that we can. The only things that are kind of left to you to build up even more power by just getting more, relic slots. Not that we necessarily need it, but you can get more powerful stuff than what I was running. That's for certain. And of course, buying more stuff from the shop, which I'm sure will be on the achievement list. There's one slight curiosity that I would say I have. And that's does undetermined person. Do they have anything more to say? Nope. So it's always counted as we haven't quite finished the game yet. That seems to be the case. So there we go. That was Ender Magnolia, a bloom in the mist, where our protagonist was actually one of our weapons all along when you think about it. Oh, okay, Lilac was the protagonist, but Nola's the one the story seems to be mostly linked to. more than anyone else. But having a white priestess there, or someone of the lineage, is a required thing. And that means there are more of them going about the world now, with 2 parts of the places all dealt with in terms of the blight. Quite possibly. Magic unleashed. No more reign of death in those regions. But there could be other regions that have managed to actually beat it back. Or gone completely under again. Who knows if we will get another game in the future with a beautiful soundtrack, a fun game to play. I see you for this game. Until the next Let's Play, whenever that may be, Metroidvania, RPG, or more, you know you can find it on my channel. So many Let's Plays there, over 215 completed ones, because I'm crazy. Including, of course, if you haven't seen it, the first game in the series, Ender Lilies. So go check them all out. Thank you guys for watching the series. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Thank you guys for watching this Let's Play. I will see you in the future for more. I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, which I do hope there is a next time in the Ender series, I say bye-bye.